Welcome into the Morning Roast on this Wednesday, July 15th. Greg Hirsch, Tyler Krusz, Marqus Cesar behind the board. Oh, man. I watched some of the All-Star game last night. I actually watched some of that. That was pretty good. Tyler, how you been, brother?
Doing well. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the home run derby a lot this year.
Yes.
Which I wasn't expecting.
Same.
And now we're just looking for baseball to get back, and then it's mid-July, so what do we got? A couple of weeks until training camp, too?
Dude, we're getting there. We are getting there, man. I can't wait. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was nice and relaxing. We need some rain. It's dry and hot.
Yeah, I've had the sprinklers on my yard. It's just like I'm fighting an uphill battle. It's pretty torched. It's pretty brutal. But I'll take those gorgeous weekends, man.
Yeah.
They are precious. Did you get out golf? You do anything?
No, not much this weekend. Just kind of relaxed. It was nice. I tried out the new Mexican restaurant in Bangor, the Roca Azul one. I know it's not that new, but it was our first time trying.
Yeah, I
it
haven't
was really
been there
good.
yet. It was good.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, we're going down. I was telling you pre-show. I did Nesson, so I got the Red Sox tickets that come with the year subscription or whatever. So it's this Saturday's game against Tampa.
Oh, nice.
I'm jacked. Like 4:10 Saturday. Can't beat that.
A month ago, you were like, what am I going to waste my gas for?
Am I even going to go?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Now it's like, oh, all right. Sox are interesting. They're very interesting now. Perfect time of the year for it. And we're going to make a little night out of it. Had some bonus points from my company. Got to get a hotel room for free down in Boston in the summer.
That's awesome.
That's a plus. That's a plus because those things are expensive. Now I just got to figure out what to do. We want to kill time prior to the Sox game at 4. Like we got dinner reservations at night and stuff like that.
Yeah, geez, what is there to do in a hotel room to kill time?
No. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we check in. Check-in's probably like at 3. So we're not going to be in we got to go like Copley, do that whole thing and do the shopping thing and stuff like that. But it'd be good, man. It'd be good. I can't wait for it. But yeah, I watched. Did you watch the All-Star game at all, Marcus?
No, so Bree and I got back from Portland pretty late last night.
Yes, that's the other thing. Tell me about your Portland trip. How did that go?
Honestly, it was really good getting down there. On the way back, just felt really eerie.
Yeah.
It got dark at like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it did.
Like, sun was red.
Yep.
I felt like I was in like the post-apocalypse.
Sure.
It was wild. I did get a super sick new Miami Heat
I
hat,
do
though.
dig did you get it lids?
I did. And so admittedly, and I'm a big enough man to admit this, I didn't know lids like did the embroidery stuff. Like I didn't know that was like a thing that they did.
How do you mean they do the embroidery?
Yeah, so I got like a Bam Adebayo signature on the side.
Yeah.
And like the shout out to Sammy from Lids.
Yeah.
He's like, I've got the Giannis autograph.
Come on.
And I'm like, I'm all set, I think.
Yeah, I
and
know,
he's
right?
like, I got the Bam too. And I'm like,
got to do it.
fine.
Sucked you right in.
Yeah, but he's telling me, it'll just be a minute. I think it took like a solid 25.
Yeah, for sure. But they do it right there. They pop it right on for you.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty sick.
Oh, awesome, dude. Awesome. Yeah, it's a good lid. It's a good little trip. Get to go see a mall. Woo! That's kind of nice.
Exactly.
Like what that used to be like, right? Like,
This neck of the woods means a lot.
That ain't bad. Yeah, for sure. So I did watch the All-Star game. We'll get to that too. Roast is presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get Luke, get sold. The Next Home Experience and Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a deer. All right, let's do headlines and highlights, and we'll get to it. Yep, so the American League, they won 4-0 against the National League. First All-Star shutout in 13 years. It was just the pitching, man. Pitching for the AL coming through. Cease mowed him right down in the first inning. Sanchez starts off for the National League. Hometown guy. Struggles on the mound. Struggled on the mound, man. He couldn't find his control. That Philly crowd, boy, they blue collar town, man. They got pretty quiet on him. Like they were thrilled, and then he walks a couple people. They're like,
I like how they booed every Dodger and Yankee.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
As
That was
they
cool, yeah.
should.
Yeah, and I will say, the intros, everything, the environment, they kept it upbeat. I don't know. There was something about it this year, the All-Star Game, that was way more captivating than it's been in recent years for me.
I've always liked the MLB All-Star Game, even when they changed it and made it, took it away from, it deciding the home
Sure.
field advantage of the World Series. I still feel like the players go out there and try during it, and it's always been fun to watch. I feel like it was more fun as a kid when you had the interleague play aspect of it, where
Yep.
like some All-Star games, the pitchers had to hit.
Yeah.
And you didn't
Yeah.
have a lot of interleague play either. So like you'd finally get to see your guys who
Sure.
back then had a chance at the World Series every year play against the top guys in the NL. It was really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, being my age, it's taken such like a change because, I mean, when I was a kid, I had the 3 regular channels, a couple UHF,
Yeah.
5-6 channels before cable. And the other aspect too was like, you just, because of all those channels that you didn't have, you didn't see these guys.
Yeah. You didn't have ESPN until like what, the 80s or something
like early
like that.
80s,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So like when I'm a little kid, like you don't get the opportunity to see Dodgers players.
Yeah.
Sox aren't playing them. So, you don't get to see these guys except for the All-Star game. So it used to be a much more bigger spectacle just for the TV viewer. But I don't know, man. I thought they did a bang-up job. The stadium at Philly is beautiful. As long as you survive the outside of the stadium to get into the stadium at Philly, you're good.
I like how they masked the new collective bargaining agreement as the Declaration of Independence, and then they got all the best players in the world to sign it. Yeah.
Brilliant move. Brilliant move.
There's a salary cap.
Yeah,
you guys
there
all
go.
signed it.
There you go. Yeah, that was a pretty cool way to do the starting lineup, though, right? Like come out, sign it, and everything. They had the people dressed up revolutionaries. Awesome. Very, very cool. Over in soccer, Spain shocks France with a 2-0 win. Marcus, what happened there, brother?
Oh my God. So I wish I was able to catch most of it, but it seemed like France just played a real sloppy game.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what exactly happened there. Like Mbappe didn't even get a single shot on goal.
Not one.
No.
Spain was the favorite heading into the World Cup, right?
I believe so.
Like if they didn't tie with Cape Verde in their first play-in round or whatever those rounds are, they would have not been on the same side of the bracket as France. Mm-hmm. It's like France kind of got screwed with the matchup, but yeah, Spain's the better team.
Yeah, people were thinking France. I don't know. People were leaning towards France,
well,
though.
I mean, France has won more recently. than
Right,
them,
right.
Which is, I think, maybe skewed things a little bit.
Sure, a little bit. Spain still hasn't been scored on.
Which is still an insane stat.
Right?
Yeah.
We thought that was going to change. Hey, what are you going to do? But I actually watched the first half. The first half.
Whoa,
the whole
okay,
first
great.
half. I did. I gave it its chance because I wanted to see, okay, show me like this level. I want to see what this level looks like. And it was good, and then I'm scanning the channels and Die Hard with a Vengeance just started and I was like, dude, I'm locked, sorry. Like Die Hard with a Vengeance every time. It's the best sequel out of all the Die Hards. So good. So, whatever. It's a game. They move on. Now we got to hope Argentina loses. Right?
Fingers crossed.
We're hoping for that, right? OKC's Mark Daniel and Detroit's JB Bickerstaff, Gonzaga's Mark Few will join USA Basketball's coaching staff. Maxey, Embiid, and Brown have all been in contact with LeBron.
But not with each other, I'm guessing.
No. All independently.
They haven't talked to each other yet.
Right, exactly.
I mean, Embiid and Maxey, Brown and Maxey, but I don't.
I don't see those two, yeah. I don't like if you're LeBron, like you've got 3 guys that I've said this before, need the ball to be effective. Like what are you going to do? Stand in the corner while Jaylen Brown shoots you out of the game? Like is that how you want to spend your last year of your career?
You got
go play with your buddy Steph Curry, go join the Warriors, and
Right.
see if you can get one more.
Yeah, you don't want to go play with 3 independent contractors.
Yeah, that's basically what you're doing. Yeah,
So that's kind of the way that's going to go. The investigation into Geno Smith for battery is no longer active. Do we have any more on that? Or are they just dropping it?
I think that's all I've got right now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's all we got on Geno Smith.
Yeah,
That's
Do we
fair.
really want to know more about Geno Smith?
No, not particularly. Not particularly. Some quarterback rankings have come out. We're going to get to that in Stock Report coming up next. I do want to talk on that and get Tyler's opinion. Also want to talk, we had mentioned Home Run Derby as well. Great show for you. Stock Report. We got Throck for Truth or Throck. And then at 7:40, we'll talk with Lauren Campbell, get her thoughts on Red Sox, and also some Bruins news as well as they rearrange the front office a little bit yesterday. Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners, upgraded food menu, find show times, reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. And Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, they offer custom blinds, shades, drapery, outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade, 105 Main Street in Bangor. Morning Roast brought to you by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of the Morning Roast, the place to be, downtown Bangor, and herosportsgrill.com. And available when ordering McDelivery through Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub. 2 sausage McMuffins with egg, 2 hotcakes, 4 hash browns, 4 small hot coffees, all just for $19.99. This bundle deal is over 40% off and for a limited time. Order at your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer. All right, Stock Report. I'm going to say stock down. You familiar with the term cyclosporiasis?
No, enlighten me.
No? You're going to be. Because this one is terrifying the nation, evidently. That is the explosive diarrhea.
Yeah.
That is the parasite.
Okay.
That is the parasite. Went to Hannaford yesterday, do some grocery shopping. What am I going to make for dinner? And I was like, oh, grab this, grab that. We should have a salad. And I brought the salad stuff home, and I was like, Miranda, what do you like? I don't want to risk this.
Yeah.
Like I got, it
shows that not every cost cutting measure is smart. Like sometimes you need agencies to keep track of foodborne illnesses that can cause widespread diarrhea.
Agree with you.
I
would agree with you on
when
that
Taco
one.
Bell's taking all the lettuce off the shelves, like it's there's a problem. And
right.
Some money is money well spent.
That's right. I don't like giving up my dollars, but I'll give it up for that. So. Moral of the story, wash your lettuce, wash all your fruits and vegetables before you eat them right now, because you don't want that.
I wouldn't even know if I got it.
No, I was going to say, yeah, right. Yeah, what is that? Does that even change your life? It will change a lot of our lives. But, okay, stock up. I definitely want to say stock up on, you had mentioned it, the Home Run Derby.
Yeah, I was very just pessimistic about it. I was like, oh, the home run. I saw Felger's take about it. I was like, yeah, kind of spot on.
Yeah.
This thing's on, it's on streaming. It's been kind of boring the last few years. They don't have any confidence in it, so they put it on Netflix this year. They changed the format again, and it was awesome. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
I watched it started right at 8, which is good about those Netflix things because they, you've got the 7 p.m. start of the show, so they don't really elongated after the 8 p.m. scheduled start times. It started on time. It was over by 10:30. It wasn't
moved.
that long. It was good.
Yep.
It was fun. It made it exciting. The swing rules made it very exciting. I liked it a lot. It was better than the timer, better than the outs.
Yep.
I really enjoyed the Home Run Derby this year.
Kept emphasizing you don't get a timeout, so you got to kind of you got to take a pitch, basically, take a couple pitches to regain a little bit. Awesome to see Contreras leading off, getting the boos as he should. And I was explaining to Miranda, she's like, why are they booing him so much? I'm like, he's like the baseball version of Brad Marchand. It's just people hate him. If he doesn't play for you. But I thought it was great. Like you said, it moved with pace. And that's kind of what you need and what it's been missing. It didn't feel like this huge slog. I felt the same way. Oh, it's on. I was saying yesterday, I didn't know it was on Netflix. So I'm looking around. I'm checking the times. I'm like, is it today? What's happening right now? Oh, Netflix. Okay, that's not a good sign. Go over there. Pleasantly surprised. Yeah,
it was great. Great that it was on Netflix because they didn't shove Pat McAfee and Stephen A. Smith and all those jokers down our throats like they did last year. That annoyed me. McAfee took 40 minutes for the introductions last year on ESPN, and I was like, get this fool off my TV.
Yeah, no.
That was good. But I will say, stock down on the MLB for just every time they have a big event. It's all right, let's call on our 2 big hitting analysts, A-Rod and Barry Bonds, 2 of the best hitters of all time.
Yeah.
But they're not in the Hall of Fame.
No.
But we'll call on them every time we have a big event, and we'll trot them out there as 2 of the best living hitters ever and have them break everything down like experts and geniuses. But Not
that
Hall of
they
Fame.
are.
Yeah, that they are. Yeah,
Right.
Bonds
Yeah.
was 400 before he
Right.
touched a needle. You know, like
Exactly.
it's crazy. I think it's if you're gonna ban them from the Hall of Fame, don't trot them out there. Like, you know, like you're banning them, saying like they're not good guys, they can't be in the Hall of Fame because
you're in the same,
they're bad guys, they're cheaters.
You're
but,
in the same category as Pete Rose.
yeah, but here you go. Like they're going to be your media people, your TV front-facing personalities, but they're bad guys. That's why they can't be in the Hall. I don't like
Right.
it.
Yeah, that would be like trotting out Pete Rose.
Yeah.
Pete Rose
To be like your spokesman.
Best
Yeah, well, I
hitters
mean,
of all
you'd
time.
You'd have to get a shovel and a wheelchair and stuff like that right now.
No, but I mean, you know, when he was above ground,
Yeah.
the band can't go in the Hall of Fame, but you want to come do the analysis on the swings?
Yeah, you want to come do
right?
media?
It's
Yeah.
just exactly. Get it right. Get it right on that.
If
for
you're
sure.
going to push the message that like these guys don't belong in the Hall in our museum because of their character, then you shouldn't be pushing their character to us as TV analysts.
as experts,
And I don't have any problem with their character, you know?
right. All right, stock down on this one. Carolina Hurricane, the Carolina Hurricanes owner Tom Dundon. Did you hear what he did?
No.
Put his entire family's names onto the Stanley Cup before all the players and staff, and even admitted equipment manager Bobby Gorman, who's been with the Canes organization since they were the Whalers in 1976.
He wouldn't let him sign it?
No, he he omitted that guy's not on the cup. And he put his entire family's name. How is that okay?
Yeah.
Like, how's the NHL? That's shame on the NHL.
Your kid didn't
too.
do anything.
Yeah, exactly. They have no business being on there before the players and the staff. Like, you're out of your mind.
And the equipment manager, the guy who's taping the sticks and, you know, like
Just
putting
been
the skates
kicking
on every
around,
day. Yeah.
being a loyal soldier, you know, for what? Almost 60 years now. Yeah, 50 years. Exactly, 50
Yeah.
years. There's my math.
What'd you
right
say?
there.
Did you say 96?
I said no, 60.
Oh, okay.
60. I was a little off, but that's my Massachusetts public education right there. So stock down on that. That's absolute garbage. And then for Tyler, because you missed it yesterday, stock down on the fact that in China, a breeding farm of 900 venomous cobras escaped during a massive flood.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I saw them just like floating through the water there. Yeah, that's nightmare fuel.
Yeah,
that's okay.
That's atrocious. That's atrocious. And we did find out yesterday, Marqus was right on the money. Breeding farm, they breed them for anti-venom.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. That's good.
Yeah. So, that's...
Still got pretty sharp teeth.
Yeah. No,
You
you
know
don't
they're
want to be
not shooting anything
downstream.
out of it,
You don't want
yeah.
to be downstream of that. So, So that will do it for my tickets. I do want to get to your thoughts on where the Red Sox are at. We'll come up next on that. And because it's been a bit, I want to see where your head's at, man, because I'm back on the train, brother.
Yeah.
I'm back on the train. So, and I think a lot of Red Sox fans are right now. So let's see where Tyler's at. Madden Generator Services with expert installation, dependable maintenance, and a free 7-year warranty on new Generac installs. They'll keep your home in the game. Give them a call, 951-4668. That's Madden Generator Services. Power you can count on. Start your morning over at Goslin's Bakery, 334 Harlow Street in Bangor, and grab a breakfast sandwich on an English muffin or croissant, plus legendary donuts, pastries made since 1945, or visit the new Goslin's Bakery in Delhi. It's right next to Hannaford in Brewer. All right, Tyler, you gotta see where you're at here, brother. The Red Sox win 9 in a row on the road, first time since 1977, and this is I wanted them to be sellers at the deadline. I really, really wanted them to be sellers, and we still don't know yet. It's like August 3rd, so there's a ways to go, and there's a huge story to be told after the All-Star break, of course, but they've sucked me in.
Yeah. How much do you think Sonny Gray is going to make next year? Because he's a free agent after this year. This year he's making $40 million
Oh, he's
going to
get paid.
Okay, do you want to let him walk for free?
No.
Do you think they're going to pay him?
No.
The minute you trade him, morale goes.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, it does. It's
like the minute you
you're
sell a
waving the
single
flag.
piece, you are saying, yeah, you guys fought, but we don't believe in you. And I think that would be the perfect message for Craig Breslow to send and not realize he's sending it. I just think, I look at this team. And last year, they tended to do the exact same thing.
Yep.
10 in a row at the deadline. Outside of that, they were 2 games over 500. Outside of that 10-game streak at the deadline.
Yep.
The team finished, 88-74 last year?
Right.
9-game streak at the deadline. You are still 6 games under 500, right? 42 and 48 right now through 90 games. Am I right? Or I don't know if I have those numbers
let me check
exactly right, but you need to go something like...
Yeah, you're 46 and 48.
46 and 48 through 94 games.
Yes.
Okay, that's a lot better. I still think you need to go really hot in the second half to make the wild card. Do we want to make the wild card, and then where's the ceiling from there? Then you have to play either New York or Tampa Bay in a 3-game series on the road. Now, you're probably going to make the wild card at around, if maybe you reach there, 500. There's right now 10 teams within 6.5 games of the wild card, and I only think a couple of them are over 500.
Right. Yeah, no, you're in a bad American league.
You are.
Your pitching is pretty damn good.
Your pitching is very good.
Yeah.
Your offense picked it up for these 9 games. Is it sustainable? Look, they're...
Sure.
Anthony Siegler's the one doing it.
Right.
Zuen Chen is playing really well. And I also...
You knew his first name.
Yeah.
I didn't know his first name.
I've been watching the games. I watched 1 through 9.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm very reluctant to give Craig Breslow credit for this team because this is his 4th team.
Right.
This year. This isn't the roster he drew up at the beginning of the year when he said the goal is to go out there and compete for a pennant.
Right.
That roster was Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, Trevor Story, an outfield logjam that we didn't fix. And now you're doing it with guys like Anthony Siegler, Jake Bennett, Peyton Tolley through 3 games in a row on 4 games rest. This isn't how the team is. This isn't how a baseball team's really supposed to function and be successful, but they're finding ways to do it. And once again, that's credit to the players on the field. I think we have a decent manager in Chad Tracy. Like last year, I gave credit to Alex Cora for taking that group of players and getting them to 12 games over 500 at the end of the year. So I am reluctant to use this win streak as something to say, let's give Craig Breslow full control for the next couple of years of this team. I trust what he's building here.
Because
I don't. That's what I think. If you make the wild card, that's what I think happens. And I'm going to root for them every time they're on TV. But I do think that if I don't want to use this little hot streak right here because I don't think they're going to be as hot for the rest of the year to say, all power to Craig Breslow. Let's let him keep running this thing.
And he knows he's battling for his own position.
Yeah.
So he's going to, I would think he's going to add.
If you're going to buy, you have to buy. You can't toe the line and add your Nathaniel Lowe's and your, guys like that.
You need an impact.
You got your James Paxtons. That's not what you want. You need to go out there and you need to get, as Bobby Witt, kick the tires on a star that you're going to re-sign at the end of the year. If you're going to buy, you need to add.
Yep.
And the problem is with how bad the American League is, you're not going to have a lot of people that are going to be too eager to sell.
No.
Because everybody, as you got 10 teams
that are in contention.
Yeah, you have your 3 division winners or your 3 division leaders. Then you have 10 teams that are within 6.5 games of a wild card. That leaves 2 teams that are looking out of it in the 15-team American League.
Do you attribute this run on them shipping Roman Anthony to Florida and kind of, kicking out Marcelo Meyer as well?
I don't want to because those guys are supposed to be part of the future here.
Yeah, no, and so we get into that too. Is this sustainable? Because this isn't the way it was drawn up. This isn't this. If they were sitting here with those guys and they were contributing, had their struggles, whatever, but they turned it around and contributed, then you're adding or making moves, thinking, hey, we've got a future here.
Yeah,
you got a future in the pitching staff. I don't think you have a future in the lineup.
And after 71 games, we were ready to anoint Roman Anthony the next Carl Yastrzemski.
Right. No, exactly. We were people were making comparisons all over the board, and everybody, more rational heads were saying, "Pump the brakes a little bit."
Yeah.
They say, "No, you don't understand." It's well, guys have come through before that were supposed to be can't miss,
and looked really good in their their summer call-ups. Yeah, their first one. But he's. I hate to say it, but he's closer to Alex Verdugo than he is to Carl Yastrzemski right now.
Completely is. Marcus, give me Trini and Jones number 2. Speaking of which,
let's cross-sport comparison here.
Yep.
Training room's too crowded in Boston when Jason Tatum is rehabbing his Achilles. Do you send him to Maine?
Right.
Training room's too crowded at the Garden. Are you sending David Pastrnak down to Providence to train?
Yeah.
No.
No, you don't.
You know,
no,
like
exactly.
if Tom Brady needed to rehab his leg, are you sending him out to train because the training room's too crowded?
Right.
The training room's crowded. You got guys that have a spot there no matter what on every franchise.
100%.
And they don't look at Roman Anthony as one of those guys.
And you don't want to have Roman Anthony around the environment as a young guy learning, and that like there is something else going on there that's like we got to get him out of here.
Sitting on the stoop next to the manager, like taking the ins and outs of the games. How many people have we seen before stay with the team while they're hurt? You know,
Sure.
And this was supposed to be a 15-day IL stint.
Sure.
You know, and he's got to get sent down to the villages because he's a distraction. I don't buy it at all. I don't buy training room too crowded at all. You're a professional baseball team with a 50-man roster. You don't have a training room that's too crowded. And if you do, the cornerstone of your franchise, your young 20-something-year-old that you just gave a 10-year contract to, he's got a spot.
Always.
You know,
always.
reserved.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, it's interesting. And so we've seen guys, look, I don't know about the injury factor and all that other stuff, but in terms of the going out, having a good time, and having his priorities a little messed up, he's a young guy. We've seen people turning around, and maybe that's what he needs. But it's just another thing beyond just the injuries as well that we got to deal with.
It's the not committing to the rehab that worries me. Like, you can go have a ton of guys had their fun and still were pretty successful.
Right.
You know, like guys aren't not allowed to have fun out there, but putting baseball second, not rehabbing your injury, not paying attention to rehabbing your injury, that means he doesn't care about his body.
Right.
He doesn't care about the longevity of his, athletic ability. Like he needs to, that's something you should be focused on. If you're a baseball player and there's something preventing you from going out there to playing baseball, that should be the number one problem in your life.
Oh, absolutely. And when you're the face of the franchise, potentially. Yeah, for sure. And that leads you to the bigger issue and bigger problem of this thing is a complete failure.
Yeah.
In terms of, I understand where they're at and all that stuff, and I'm in and all that, but this thing's a complete failure because we've been banking on these guys for however many years now.
Do you think he looks at it and says, I never asked to be the face of the franchise?
Probably.
I've only played like 70 games here. You guys are supposed to go get someone to bat behind me.
I 100%.
Where's my Bregman? Where's my Devers? Like, you're just throwing me right in the fire.
Right. Like, I'm the only thing? Thanks.
Yeah, he's like the only good thing returning from last year.
Right. Does it surprise you that he might be partying a little too much?
Yeah. Maybe the pressure's getting to him. Maybe it's a darker kind of drinking than that.
Yeah. No, I think it is though, right?
Like maybe he's just like,
I think it is.
I'm 21 years old and I got to carry the Red Sox franchise.
The weight of the world, the weight of Boston on him that, okay, I didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
And now here I am. And now I'm dealing with injuries on top of it that I really can't explain. That's not going to go over well.
And if I don't hit 330 home runs, then they're going to call me a failure.
I already are. I mean, Boston's tough place to be.
For sure. There's there's not a lot of patience there.
No.
So, yeah. Uno Pizzeria and Grill, where they have late night deals every night in the bar or lounge, 9 p.m. to close. Enjoy $6 apps, $5 cheeseburgers, $5 indie cheese, or pepperoni deep dish, $7.25 Stillwater Ave in Bangor. We'll be right back with Truth or Throck with Tim Throckmorton. 2026 Ticket Awards, third annual Ticket Awards. They're available on demand. 35 categories of excellence in the 25-26 sports season. Watch it at 929theticket.com or on the Ticket app or on YouTube. Joining us now on the Heroes Hotline, Mr. Tim Throckmorton. Tim, how we doing?
Good morning, boys. I'm on the fifth tee box at the Samoset, looking back at the water and the breakwater and the sunrise. And it's pretty sweet down here. Wish you guys could all be here.
Oh,
I wish we could too.
Yeah,
Thanks
absolutely. What was the tee time on that one, Tim?
No, I didn't tee off yet.
Okay.
I got up early to talk to you guys.
All right,
that's my main thought, not the golf.
Okay, all right. I appreciate you playing later.
Played Rockland Golf Course yesterday and playing the Samoset today.
Awesome. I'm jealous.
Yep.
I'm jealous.
Yep.
Very cool. Did you watch the All-Star game?
I watched all the highlights this morning, the long version, and I thought, as you guys commented on earlier, that I thought it was a great presentation.
Yeah.
I mean, just with the mic'd up players and all the little nuances that they added to it. I think that was they did a great job.
Listening to Dylan Cease call his pitches into
awesome.
the microphone was probably the coolest thing I've watched.
Yeah, very
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah.
You always wish you could sort of be the pitcher and the catcher and hear what they're talking about on the mound visits and and all those things, and just to watch, and then to watch them say, okay, low and away fastball, and then he hits the spot. I mean,
right.
It's just that's incredible to throw 97 and hit a spot that small. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it really is. It's just such a great insight into the game. They did a great job. Like you said, the presentation was great. Philly is a great ballpark to have it at. Just awesome. Awesome to see. Contreras gets a hit. Chapman closes the game. Red Sox well represented with the guys there. Where are you at with the Red Sox, man? They got the hooks into you now?
Yeah. So first of all, just a comment: Sonny Gray should have been there. That's really sad.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel terrible for Sonny Gray. That's a major oversight. I don't know what the heck's going on there. Maybe he doesn't throw hard enough, and he wasn't going to be flashy enough for them. But
foolish.
But that was a mistake. Okay, so Red Sox. So I have to disagree, and this is not disagreeing to just disagree with Tyler. I think you can't sell because you can't say. You can't get that. Let's just say at the trade deadline, they're a half game out of the wild card spot. You're saying, well, that's not good enough. You've got to sort of create a team that can be in the definitely in the mix and make a run. If you can make the playoffs, you should be trying to make the playoffs. Not saying, oh, we're not quite good enough. We're right there on the cusp again, because that's one thought. The second part of that is you have the pitching to make a run in the playoffs. It's not like you're just getting the good pitching beats good hitting, and then your own hitting is getting you the wins will be slowed down by the good pitching. You've got to say, okay, we've got to trust our good pitching to beat somebody else's good pitching, because I think that's where we are right now. So that plus you're saying, okay, we didn't plan on all of these guys coming up from nowhere and being real contributors. So you're saying, okay, well, we don't have Roman Anthony and we don't have this guy or that guy that we had planned on, so we can't count on them. It's 162 games. If you've made the playoffs after all those games, you've got to say, okay, we can do something. You're selling, I think you're making a bigger mistake by selling at the trade deadline. Because you're knocking on the door right now.
I agree. I think the biggest mistake you could make is doing nothing. Like standing and towing the line. I think the minute if Breslow looks at it and says, we're not going to re-sign Sonny Gray next year for a lot of money, and they trade him. The minute they trade him, you're losing all morale in that clubhouse, and this team's going to kind of go downhill. I just think if you're going to buy, you have to buy. And I only use those guys to say, like, look, this isn't Craig Breslow's team. I don't want to write him an extension right now, because Anthony Siegler is playing really well. That wasn't his envision. I'm not discrediting those guys at all.
Yeah, but you're saying that if you don't have stars in the lineup offensively, that you've got you can't just count on Anthony Siegler and all these other guys. Role players play a role. That's why they're role players. I mean, they're producing, and the guys in the lineup that are producing are real guys that are producing. So you can't just say, well, this isn't quite good enough.
I just don't think it's going to last.
He's just
you don't know. A season, man. A season is 162 games. That's what's not lasting. They're half a game out right now, and they really stunk in the beginning of the year. So this is a real surge. So you're saying, okay, what are they? The first quarter of the season or the second quarter of the season? So but I think the signs of improvement, and even Durbin's hitting. So he goes to a special hitting coach, and he's so you got to say, okay, this is the team. I would like to be optimistic. I mean, the same reason you are all optimistic because of the 9-game win streak is the reason why you can't sell.
It does seem like the clubhouse is all on the same page for once. For this, that you're seeing the camaraderie there, you're seeing the perseverance. You named like Durbin going and getting his own hitting help, not cowering to the Boston media and the Boston fans that will destroy you, and they were all over him. He digs down, finds a way. It's pretty impressive what these guys have done in the face of adversity.
Yeah, and I hate your Roman Anthony take. If that's true. I'm really sad that Roman Anthony is not trying very hard. That's horrible news.
Yeah, I mean, and that's, just a lot of rumors that have been going on since the beginning of the season when he first got hurt, that he's spent a lot of time out and about in the city, I guess.
Yeah, I think that he can do both, and I'm hoping that just because he's not playing, I think people have made a bigger deal of the fact of their suggestion that he's not rehabbing correctly.
Well, it's a head scratcher. I just can't remember someone with like a he's not getting to surgery. It's not a major injury. Why would they not want him around the MLB team? Like, why do they need to send him to the villages and the retirement homes in Florida?
Yeah, I know. I don't. I'm hoping that that's not the case. I think
we all are,
but yeah,
we all are.
Really sad. Yeah.
What do we got for Truth or Throck this week, Tim?
Okay, it's before our time. It's the Red Sox.
Okay,
before our time. And so you're going to have to sort of piece this together to try to guess which of these three stories is not correct. Okay?
Yep.
The Red Sox, they've had, with all this win streak going, they've had 12 double-digit win streaks. They're not quite there yet, but one more win will get them there. So that's all, 12 double-digit win streaks over the years, but one might have an asterisk. They played 13 straight without a loss in 1946. One was a tie. So call it really a 13-game unbeaten streak.
Okay.
Number 2, that win streak began May 29th when Ted Williams homered in the 12th inning against the Atlanta Braves. Williams hit 38.
Oh
no! Did we lose him?
Took him right mid number 2. Oh.
On September 3rd.
Oh.
What?
Oh, we lost you.
We lost you after Ted Williams.
Restart May 29th.
May 20. Okay, so that win streak that we were talking about began May 29th when Ted Williams homered in the 12th inning against the Atlanta Braves. Williams hit 38 home runs that season and was named AL MVP.
Okay.
You get that?
Got it.
Okay, and number 3, the Red Sox won 104 games in 1946 and the AL pennant. They clinched the pennant September 13th. They beat the Tigers 1-0 that day. The run scored on a Ted Williams inside-the-park home run, the only one Williams ever hit in the majors.
Whew. All right. So we got 1946, 13 straight, one of which was a tie. So 13-game unbeaten streak. May 29th, Ted Williams, AL MVP that year. 38 home runs. And 104 games. Pennant, and
I'm going to go with the inside the park homer to win the pennant. That sounds a little too good to be true.
Okay.
There's so many moving parts in the third one where any one of them could be fake. So yeah, I'll just go with that.
That's the one. Yeah, I'm. It's going to be all the way around the board. I'm going to take number 3 as well.
Oh my gosh, you guys! The inside the park home run is true.
Okay, that was his only one too.
Only inside the park home run.
Wow.
They played, I can't remember what it was called. They were playing some kind of weird shift on him.
Okay.
And so the ball hit a wall, one of those weird angled walls, and then he just, that's how you get inside the park home runs.
Sure.
Is those nice angled walls.
Yes, and the bounces.
The Boston Braves didn't move to Atlanta until 1966.
Oh.
So number 2 is wrong. There were no Atlanta
Braves. Should have known that one.
Yeah. And he did not homer in the 12th. And
my grandfather's.
None of that was true.
My grandfather's favorite team, too, the Boston Braves. I should have known that. All right. It was. Oh, good one, Tim. All right. Well, good luck. Hit them straight. Keep the balls out of the ocean and have a ball down there, Tim.
Yeah, that's. I'm going to be thinking of you guys the whole round.
Thanks. Yeah, awesome.
You guys do a good job. It's always nice hearing the show.
I appreciate it, Tim. All right, we will catch up with you next week.
Okay, see you guys.
All right, good stuff. Truth or Throck. Should have known that. Boston Braves, they weren't moved to Atlanta. My God. Maine Athletics football is coming this fall. It's time to pack the stands at Alphon. Cheer on that Maine football team. Don't miss the excitement, the tradition, and the Black Bear pride all season long. Season tickets, they're on sale now. Give you the best value, best seats for every home game. Visit goblackbears.com/tickets today and secure your tickets. Go Blue. Happy birthday to Chi Chang, the bassist from the Deftones, born this day in 1970. Other birthdays today, 1961, Forrest Whitaker. ton of movies. Love Forrest Whitaker. 1967, Adam Savage, film special effects designer, television personality, Mythbusters. John Dolman. He's the drummer for System of a Down since 1997. 1990, Damian Lillard. 1993, Masataka Yoshida's birthdays. Events today, this day in history. 1799, the Rosetta Stone is found in the Egyptian village of Rosetta by French Captain Pierre-Francois Bouchard during Napoleon's Egyptian campaign. Pretty cool. Pacific Aero Products Company, later renamed Boeing Company, is founded by William Boeing in 1916. 1933, Willie Post begins the first solo flight around the world, completing the journey in 7 days, 19 hours. 1988, Die Hard released. Bruce Willis, Alan Rickman. I didn't realize it was released in July. I just assumed because it's like we consider it a Christmas movie, it would have been more during the winter.
That's
right?
exactly what my thought was when I read it. I'm like, not even like November or something.
No.
No.
Middle
of summer.
Summer blockbuster. I get it, right? It makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense, but you just would have thought, right? I did not realize that. Sports history in this day. 1876, baseball's the first official no-hitter. George Bradley of the St. Louis Brown Stockings no-hits the Hartford Dark Blues 2-0. 1960, third baseman Brooks Robinson goes 5 for 5, including the cycle in the Orioles' 5-2 win. 2018, former captain Didier Deschamps, am I even saying that remotely close?
Close enough.
Becomes the third man to win the event as a player and coach as France beats Croatia 4-2. Holidays today, give something away day. It's Gummy Worm Day. I'm a gummy bear guy. You know, I feel like I'm overindulging with the gummy worms a little bit, but I'll eat them.
I'll take a gummy worm over a gummy bear.
Just more hearty. You got a little more to it in a gummy worm versus a little bear?
I feel like the bears are too dense usually.
Really?
For me.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Interesting take. It is Hot Dog Day, and I love Horses Day. I do need to tell you, Dairy Queen Old Town, the DQ $7 chicken strip meal deal has it all. 100% white meat, seasoned chicken strips, full-size fries, a drink, and a DQ sundae, all for just $7. Now you can get it with new honey sriracha dip. Visit them over at 613 Stillwater Ave, Old Town. All right, we'll be back with 7 o'clock hour. Stick around. Welcome into the 7 o'clock hour of the morning roast. It is Wednesday, July 15th. Greg Hirsch, Tyler Krusz, Marqus Cesar in studio. Just rolling along. Gentlemen, we feel better with that window open now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Much
the
better.
Big light off.
Yes. So when we have the owl on, when we're doing the video, we have to have the massive fluorescent-like lights on up above. The window is closed. Now we're back to like a little comfort lighting. Window open. Get to see the day today a little bit. That haze is still there, man. That Canadian fires are just creating this spooky feel to it out there. That red sun yesterday, you said you saw it driving up the highway, right?
Yeah, didn't like it at all.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. Kind of apocalyptic looking, doesn't it?
For sure.
Right?
Yeah, felt like I was in a video game.
Yeah. Boy, Tyler, how we doing, man?
Doing well. Yeah, it was like apocalyptic yesterday. The sun didn't go down, but it just got like dark at like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, looks like rain, and then the rain never came.
Yeah, what a fart of a storm that was, right? Like, that wasn't like people. I talked to Sully after the show. He's, oh, yeah, people were calling the station just pissed about the, like, you know, it didn't happen. And I was just like, you live in New England, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I assume you've seen weather reports before for like your whole life. Like, you do know that they're not 100%, right? Like, you know, I understand if you went to the store, you felt like we were told whatever, and you went to the store and you loaded up on food. But you know how these things work.
You loaded up on food for a thunderstorm?
Yeah, right. Or hail.
Sure, that's your own fault.
Yeah, that's on you, right? Like, you know, and then you're taking it to the next step of like, I'm calling. And
I'm letting them know that their weatherman was wrong, as if the weatherman doesn't already know he was wrong.
Exactly. But yeah, I think everybody was a little disappointed though, because we're all kind of like, you know, it's been pretty dry.
We need the rain.
It's been gorgeous, and I'll take gorgeous. I'll let the lawn burn a little bit, but everybody's kind of jacked up for a big fat thunderstorm.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of lightning and stuff like that. That would have been awesome, but we did not get that. That's okay, though. What we did get was we got an all-star game last night that was actually pretty entertaining. I was going into the past couple days, I was not planning on watching the Home Run Derby. I was planning on just catching in on the All-Star game a little bit. But Philly did it right. Baseball did it right. Things moved with pace, which was nice because that's kind of what you get into with these things a little bit. They kind of slog around. I thought baseball did a great job past couple days.
Yeah, I thought the home run derby was great. The All-Star game was great. And like they've kind of flubbed in the past before. You know,
Sure.
like they've definitely had flubs on this stage. So it was great to see. I had low expectations for the home run derby. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe I just got to go into it with like, all right, low expectations is going to stink, and then I'm going to change the channel. Then be pleasantly surprised. Like I think that's the mode for now.
100%.
Quick question. So we kind of talked about it yesterday. Could this reinvigorate other all-star festivities in other sports?
Yeah, it's an interesting thing because the home run derby, is the gimmick. Obviously, the gimmick thing, and every sport has their gimmick thing that at one time or another people really enjoyed. Whether it was a slam dunk contest for a long time, skills competition in hockey to a lesser extent, but some places here and there it was decent. I do think Lou Merloni basically, came out yesterday after the game and just basically said, for All-Star games, baseball by far is the best of the All-Star games, but it's also situational too because it's a game with no real movement.
Yeah.
Right? So like in basketball, hockey, I don't even consider football one because that's just not even football anymore. But games with movement, you can dog it. In baseball, it's 1-on-1. The pitcher doesn't want to give up a home run, right? It wants to look good, wants to mow him down. The batter doesn't want a K. There's there has to be competition in baseball.
Yeah. Like I agree, it was awesome, and the home run derby was great, and the All-Star game was great. We used to get Larry Bird in the 3-point contest and Dominique Wilkins in the dunk contest. That's not coming back. No, you're gonna get Mac McClung and you're gonna like it.
Yeah. Well, and that's a problem, right? LeBron kind of ruined the dunk contest. Like as soon as the stars stop participating, it doesn't become this. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame it all on LeBron. I mean, he was drafted in 2004, and in 2012, you had Blake Griffin jumping over a car. Like it didn't just happen when LeBron said no.
Yeah, and he was so good at it.
He was. I mean, that was such a good dunk contest. That one, but that's not.
But it jumped the shark.
Yeah, that's not coming back.
No,
that's not. You're gonna the All-Star game in the NBA, All-Star weekend in the NBA. Like a lot of guys don't really. There's also other sports on during that time.
Yeah,
like hockey's on
busy
during that time. College basketball's on during that time. Like there's a lot of stuff going on when the NBA takes their All-Star break.
That's true. And it's just not conducive to a competitive thing during the game, right? And that's why I do like the All-Star game because it is guys want to put out a good performance no matter what. You can't control it. You got to compete. So you're forced into it a little bit, but some Red Sox got in there, and we had Wilson Contreras in the home run derby leading it off, which was great.
Yeah,
and then he just absolutely tears the cover off the ball at his first go at it, which was pretty awesome too. So
it was awesome to see. Usually the home run derby messes up swings, but I think this format where you're not timed and you're not trying to rush as many home runs as you get, like you're able to just take a deep breath and say, okay, I'm going to swing my home runs. Like, they've got those different swings. So I think this format also for the home run derby is going to cause less people to go in slumps after it. Not just strain, but you'd have people just slump for the rest of the season after participating in the derby. I think this is going to cause less of that.
Yeah, you hope so. So pretty cool. But yeah, we got a great 7 o'clock hour for you. We got Stock Report coming up, and then we'll talk with Lauren Campbell, see what she thinks of the surging Red Sox. Maybe get her thoughts on some of the Bruins management changes they made yesterday. Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer, and see the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a deer. Fat Panda, Boba Tea, and Market. God, I'm ruining these today. Fat Panda, Boba Tea and Market on Harlow Street in Bangor, next to Goslin's Bakery. Sip fresh boba, explore snacks, ramen, and their tasty Jamaican patties. Also visit their brewer location, Wilson Street, next to Hannaford. That was tough. All right, let's do it. So the AL beats the NL 4-0 in the All-Star game. It was the first All-Star shutout in 13 years. Pitching was just on point. Give me Cedane Rafaela making his first All-Star appearance.
Oh, boy.
Do we not have it? That's okay.
No, I do. just didn't make it in for a second.
Oh, yeah. A lot of togetherness talk.
Yeah, you
They're
know,
like
who's not
tight team.
together.
Yeah.
You know, who's not with the team.
Well, seriously,
Yeah.
though, right? Like, they keep emphasizing that they're coming together as a team, and you can see it on the field, you know, and who's not here?
Yeah.
Spain, they stunned France in a 2-0 win last night. Marqus went the other way, and it just not to be for France yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't see potentially the most deflating sports loss in France's history yesterday. Yeah, I mean, Bastille Day.
Yeah.
Started the French Revolution. I really thought they'd be able to get something done, and apparently Kylian Mbappe,
Yeah,
he just doesn't have that same fight in him.
they had that opportunity early. I don't know if it was 1-0 yet, but he did get in on a break, and it just nothing came of it, and it just sputtered. And then next thing you know, it's 2-0, and it's just like, oh, this thing, you're not going anywhere against the Spain team.
Yeah.
Down 2-0, you're screwed.
Exactly. Out of reach real quick.
They had 5 chances, like, if that, throughout the whole game, France. Like, they did not get many looks at the net.
Yikes.
No. So, not to be for them. We got Argentina and England up. Is that tonight
Yes.
or today?
3.
3 o'clock. I do like the 3 o'clock starts. That's good. Maxey, Embiid, and Brown supposedly have all been in contact with LeBron.
It makes no sense for LeBron.
No.
These guys both need like shots. They need the ball in their hands to be effective. Like LeBron's not going to want to go stand in the corner and watch Tyrese Maxey and Jaylen Brown shoot the ball 20 times a game.
Right.
You know, there's only so many shots to go around a game. And yeah, I think LeBron's best bet is to go with the Warriors. Like I know it'll be the Olden State Warriors is what I think Max Kellerman called or someone called them. It was very funny. I'd probably Cowherd. But you know, like that's perfect. I think when seeing LeBron and Curry play in Team USA together a couple of years ago, and then the years before that, they have a great chemistry. They like playing with each other. It would be weird seeing them battle in so many finals and then become teammates, but I think that's the fit.
Yep.
I think Golden State's the fit.
Yep. No, that makes sense.
Doesn't have to move states.
That makes sense. Yeah, right. Exactly. It's easy for him. Tyler Hero wants to move past his altercation with Bam. Thoughts on that, Marcus?
Of course he does.
Yeah. Why would
If I got slapped in Vegas, I'd want to move. I'd want everyone to stop talking about it too.
Exactly my point. Yeah. If I started just talking my stuff online to some random guy in DMs, and then I apparently started saying something to that same gentleman I had words about, and then I got hit, I just want to move past it too.
Yeah, right.
Especially if I didn't get a swing back. Yeah.
Sometimes people need a little punch in the mouth.
Oh, for sure. Especially another thing, it was in front of his AAU team.
Ooh.
Yeah. Kids that are supposed to look up to him.
Yeah, that's a tough one to come back from.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'd want to focus on Milwaukee too.
Yeah, right. We're going to teach turning the other cheek, kids. With Patriots news, Greg Bedard mentioned that Christian Gonzalez is soft. That came out, and they still haven't worked out a deal yet. Felger had his thoughts on if they don't want to pay Gonzo.
Christian Gonzalez is a star. Christian Gonzalez is a top 3 cornerback in the league. Look, it's not past the Patriots to say we can win with our backup cornerback. Our system is better than theirs, and
our
we'll
B+
slide
guys.
him right up. Like they got rid of Steph Gilmore after winning Defensive Player of the Year. J.C. Jackson was right up next, and he was very good until he got traded and went to the Chargers, and he wasn't good. Like I think something about the Patriots system, cornerbacks are very good with them. So if they don't want to reset the market on Christian Gonzalez, I disagree with that, but he's right. You can't just let him walk.
Yeah.
And you don't want a disgruntled superstar around because that ruins everything for everyone. And you've already got a head coach that might not be standing on the firmest ground. The last thing you need is one of your best players to undercut him at every turn.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're defeating the whole point of having Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah.
If you have an unhappy, unengaged Christian Gonzalez, what's the point in having him?
It's going to cause more problems than it's
right.
worth.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. And I think Felger was saying it like Pay the guy.
Yeah, just
pay
pay
Christian
him.
Gonzalez.
You know, like, you're going to have to pay Drake May.
He's young. You brought him up. Exactly. You're going to have to pay Drake May. You knew that. Pay Christian Gonzalez and work the rest out.
May's going to make $60 million a year when his contract's up, like Dak Prescott money. You're probably going to want to keep A.J. Brown around with him. So it does make sense why you're counting your dollars right now. But,
sure.
Gonzalez is a guy that you have a shutdown defense. He was the best player on your team in the Super Bowl.
Absolutely was. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, he stood out as the man. So he's earned it. Pay the guy. All right, we got a great 7 o'clock hour for you. Stock report. Lauren Campbell. Next Home Experience is the market leader. Get Luke, get sold with the Next Home Experience. Available when ordering McDelivery through Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub. 2 sausage McMuffins with egg, 2 hotcakes, 4 hash browns, 4 small hot coffees, all just for $19.99. The bundle deal is over 40% off, and for a limited time, order at your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street, Union Street in Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer. We will be right back.
All right. Wilson Contreras wants to stick around Boston. Stock up on that.
Oh, for sure. And if this team was still in a position to sell, he'd be the one guy I'd say is not available.
Don't touch him.
Don't touch him. He's a team-friendly contract for a couple of years. He's already got 20 home runs, and he kind of fires you up.
Yep.
Not afraid to take shots at the young guys either.
Looking at OPS, and he is the second best right-handed hitter in all of baseball right now.
And the 4th worst hitter in all of baseball among qualified hitters is Jaron Duran.
Is it? Yeah.
Among all qualified hitters, he's the 4th
it's the
worst
yin
in
and the
OPS.
yang.
Yeah.
It balances it out, But,
I'm watching the All-Star game last night, and I'm like, Dylan Cease, wasn't he floated around in trade talks for Jaron Duran last deadline? Joe Ryan, wasn't he floated around in trade talks for Jaron Duran last deadline? So glad we held on to him and let that asset appreciate.
It's brutal. But once again, so Contreras wants to stay in Boston. That's awesome. That's going to endear him the rest of this season for Red Sox fans.
Do you believe that? Do you take it with a grain of... I feel like I've heard so many people come here and say they want to retire in Boston.
They do that a lot.
And then it ends up going haywire.
Money plays a factor.
Yeah.
Money always plays a factor. That being said, it is the Boston Red Sox. I do think there's something special about playing at Fenway and playing in a large market in Boston. I think that still has some weight. Money still comes down. Is the bottom line. And also, do you feel you're being utilized effectively? Do you feel like you're being appreciated? I think Wilson Contreras feels appreciated.
Yeah, and you don't really see ring chasing in baseball.
Right.
He's not here because the Red Sox are stacked and he wants a World Series ring.
Right. No, I agree with that. Yeah. Obviously, because they're not, the front runner for a World Series. They're just clutching and grabbing to get into the playoffs. But I think, at this point in his career, too, being a leader he has the opportunity to truly be the leader of that team.
Yeah.
And that's, I think a guy like that really thrives off of that, too. And you hear him talk about the chemistry once again, the guys coming in and giving it their all. And that's what they like to see. And that's what the fans want to hear. As a fan, that's what I want to hear is that these guys are like, whatever happens. We want to go out and just play our asses off. That's all you want as a fan. Yeah. I mean, wins too, but I mean, at the same time, I want guys that are passionate about it. Dairy Queen Bangor with new DQ breakfast collection. You can enjoy a cinnamon toast crunch dip cone, fruity pebble shake, or chocolate frosted donut blizzard treat, whether it's breakfast time or not. Visit 668 Broadway, Bangor. DQ, happy tastes good. Stuck on the side of the road, Union Street Towing. They got you covered 24/7 statewide from breakdowns to lockouts. We'll get you moving fast. Call 942-4200. Driven to be there when you need them most. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing for over 55 years. Renew your vehicle's appearance. Protect your auto investment. Look good, feel good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Acadia Federal Credit Union's newest location. They're open on Wilson Street in Brewer. They serve Maine since 1963 with branches in Bangor, Brewer, and Aroostook County. Learn more at acadiafcu.org. And Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of the Morning Roast, downtown Bangor, and heroesportsgrill.com. Very cool. And Heroes is opening, I know, again today they were open yesterday for the World Cup game at 3. So if you are looking to get out and go see it, Heroes will be open, I believe, at 2:45 today.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's cool that they're doing that.
Actually,
what time do they usually open?
Like 4.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They're not over for lunch. Okay.
Yeah, not over for they're over for lunch on Fridays, but not during the week.
Oh, yeah. I had popped in there on Saturday after I got fitted for my suit over at Henry's.
Yep. Great spot.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Shout out Henry's.
But just popped into Heroes and oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, we got the buffalo chicken breadsticks.
Oh,
my buddy Nick,
so
he
good.
he texted me yesterday just out of the blue. He's
Yeah.
I keep thinking about those breadsticks.
It's living in your head.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Might swing by and grab some.
There you go. Check out a little World Cup and do that up. Yeah, 2:45 they're opening up. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, they got good stuff, man. They got good stuff down there. All right. I wanted to touch on this to get Tyler's thoughts. ESPN released their top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL because it's football season hasn't started yet. So we need to do lists and all these things. Okay, going into the year. Drake May comes in at number 8. Good spot.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot. I think it could be a little low, but they also, you don't want to put a third-year player too high.
Yep.
If anything, you put a player like that low and you make him show that he can do this 2 years in a row, that he can be consistent, and then he earns a spot up there. I think Drake May is a top 5 quarterback in the league.
Sure.
But I'm not going to look at that list and say not a top 5.
You're not
a top 5.
You're
Not a top 5.
Yeah,
you know?
You're not saying Drake May got screwed at number 8.
Yeah, like
So
I'm not
you
looking at Herbert and saying like, well, I'm not looking at Prescott and saying like these guys are very talented. You know, Lamar Jackson, very
Sure.
talented. Drake May had a better season last year, also had a very easy schedule last year.
Yeah. I would put him like a lot of people. I would, if you're going to move him, I would move him one up above Herbert because
I think I'd move him and Herbert up and put Prescott at 8. I think Herbert's going to have
fair too.
You pair Herbert with Mike McDaniel this year, that's going to be a very good offense.
You give him protection.
Yeah, I mean,
give him protection too.
If Joe Alt's healthy.
I will say though, for Herbert, this is a make or break year for Herbert though, because he's had good regular seasons, hasn't gotten it done at all in the playoffs. He's got all the opportunity with McDaniel now. He's got to get it done though.
They didn't really change the world around him.
No.
You know, you're just hoping that Joe Alt stays healthy.
Right. Protection, for sure. So, I mean, that's interesting. I do think this list is going to look a lot different next year.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I think you got a couple of guys that are set for fall offs. Like
Yes.
I look at Jack Lamar.
Yes.
And like Coach is out of there. Isaiah Likely's out of there. Like it's still him
100%.
and Derrick Henry, but he's got significantly less around him. And he's aging and he doesn't really play a style of game that goes well with aging.
Not at all.
Once your legs go out from under you, you don't, LeBron,
Right.
he's very smart. He can throw very well, but he's not the smartest quarterback out there, and he doesn't have the greatest arm out there. He's got the greatest
100%.
legs out there, but yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Also, I love these lists. Like, I already ordered my fantasy football index for 2026. That's coming in for this weekend. That'll be my reading. Like, I am head deep and knee deep in draft stuff.
Yeah, so you're digging it. Yeah, and I do think you're going to see hopefully the Drake Mays move up, the Caleb Williams move up quite a bit on this list, the younger guys. Your Jaden Daniels gets kind of overlooked completely on this thing because of last year. You don't like him.
I don't think he's going to have that good of a year.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
I don't like Washington this year.
Okay.
I think that, they added Terry McLaurin. They added Debo. No, they had Debo, last year. But they added Rashad White in the backfield. And that's really it.
Sure.
You're just hoping McDaniel stays healthy. But your Daniel stays healthy.
Yep.
I don't know. I
think a Bo Nix as well could pop into a list too. I think he's just kind of blue collar working man quarterback. Keeps it simple. He not as talented as these guys on the list, maybe, but is he an efficient quarterback?
If anyone fails the eye test, it's Bo Nix.
I agree.
I cannot watch that. He was my fantasy quarterback last year. I'd be like, this guy stinks. Like, why is he? And then the fourth quarter comes, and for like 10 plays, he just absolutely
Gets it
goes
done.
all.
Yeah.
But like the eye test, like Bo Nix fails the eye test.
Yeah.
I look at guys to move up. You mentioned Caleb Williams. I think he's going to have a great year.
Yep.
Drake May moves up with A.J. Brown. You gave Mahomes a running back. For the first time in a long time, they have a good running game.
Yeah, for sure. And it'll be interesting to see how he bounces back from injury. He is getting older. But he's still Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I think
he's
he'll be
still
fine.
Patrick Mahomes. And then question mark also has to go against Joe Burrow. Like Joe Burrow, healthy Joe Burrow. I love Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. maybe he's the number one quarterback in the league when healthy. Just hasn't been healthy enough. So what kind of a year does Joe Burrow have? Where's his head at, too? Because he was at the point where last year he's doing interviews saying, I don't know if I want to play football anymore.
Yeah.
So that one is a
Did they
question
get rid
mark.
of Hendrickson? I forget. Trey Hendrickson, is he still there?
He did move.
Okay.
Yep.
They got rid of him.
Yeah, for me, Burrow needs to leave. He can't be
To get out of there.
Yeah, because especially when he started talking like that, he can't be Andrew Luck.
No.
I can't have him turn into Andrew Luck.
Well,
you got to go somewhere else.
Does he want to win championships, or does he want to just put up insane stats every year? Like, who do you
Right.
want to be? Do you want to be the Aaron Rodgers, the Drew Brees, or do you want to be the Tom Brady, the Pat Mahomes?
Right. He does have a decision to make in that way, for sure. They've given him the offensive weapons. They haven't done anything for him on the defensive side of the ball. Interesting to see where it goes, but that's this time of the year. Northeast Driving School has been the leader in driver training for over 57 years. Registered today for driver's ed courses at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Call 942-1769 or register at northeastdrivingschool.com. Ticket TV on demand. If you missed a game on Ticket TV, no problem. Every game's available on demand at 929theticket.com and on the Ticket app. And Casella, good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerhardwork.com. We'll be back with Lauren Campbell coming up next. Connect to the Ticket social media channels, 929 The Ticket on Facebook, 929 The Ticket on Instagram, sports.net.maine on TikTok, and our YouTube page, Sportsnet Maine. Joining us now on the Heroes Hotline from Mass Live, Lauren Campbell. Lauren, how are you this morning?
I'm great. How's everyone over there?
Oh, we are just enjoying the All-Star break for baseball and kind of kicking back before football starts and everything else gets going. Did you enjoy the I saw you enjoy the home run derby.
I did, yeah. I love the Derby. I love the All-Star game. Like, it's something that I've loved my whole life. Even when the format with the Derby the last few years was not great, I was like, you know what? It's something that comes around once a year. I still love it. Always going to love it. But this year was great. It was so much more watchable. Getting rid of the timer was the move. It was never the move to have it in the first place.
Agree. Yeah, it just moved. This thing went with good pace. It was energetic. I was not expecting it. It was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, I was really into it. Like, you're having fun watching it. Obviously, everyone participating is having fun too. And like you said, just easy to follow. Like, it was fun, and you could kind of admire the home runs. You're not getting right back to the batter because he's got 3 seconds left and he's screaming at his pitcher to throw the ball.
Right. Keep your last swing. If you're hitting a home run, you keep going. It actually plays out in the final, which made it pretty exciting and fun for the spectators there too.
It did. And at one point I was like, wow, Wilson Contreras is actually going to win this thing.
Right.
Like, that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it helped having our guy leading off. So that was pretty cool. He put on a good show, and the boos rained down upon him as you would expect. But it's fun being the villain.
It is, and someone like Contreras too has embraced that, and I give Philly fans credit. Every time that Jordan Walker was hitting home runs, anytime that Harper or Schwarber weren't hitting home runs, they were silent, or they were like cheering when it was a line drive or a pop up, and then they just got so much louder when Harper and Schwarber were hitting the home runs. Just a really fun crowd. Yeah,
absolutely, and I thought the All-Star game itself was entertaining as well.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. The only thing, and I'm like very anti this, like mic'd up players, especially when they're like batting. Like, I don't know what, like, they're trying to focus. I know it's a fun game, but they're still trying to focus on the task at hand, which is hitting the ball.
Right.
And just the Schwarber, when his earpiece kept coming out, and I was like, why do they keep talking to him if they see his earpiece flapping around on the back of his jersey? Like, what? Just a little common sense goes a long way.
Sure. I will say, though, I did like, and Tyler was mentioning it earlier, I liked Cease with the mic, like basically calling his pitch before it was thrown. I did dig that. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that was really interesting. It's kind of like a different perspective, and like it does give like us as viewers and fans like an inside look of maybe what they're thinking, or just like how, like, if they're like heavy breathing, or just like if they're talking to themselves a little bit, like and calling those pitches. Like it is a fun like look into how they play the game. But I think at the end of the day, it's more distracting for the players than it is like as a viewer to take in.
Completely. So what? Okay, the Red Sox, they got their hooks into us. They did it. They've made us care again. It's unbelievable. What do you make of this stretch?
It's unexpected, and it's a lot of fun. And somehow it comes after plane issues again, or in the middle of these plane issues that they've had before. The 9 games that they won. These are teams that they need to be winning and beating up on, and making sure that those are the teams that they win, because those are important down the stretch. They're still out of a playoff picture. They're much closer than they were 9 games ago. I think the last time we talked, we were like, "Oh, this is doom and gloom."
Sure.
And now there is a little bit of hope, but I still think, I think that this All-Star break will hurt their momentum. And as soon as they get out of this break, they have a doubleheader against the Rays. Their schedule does not get easy. It does not get easier. And I think the first series or two is really kind of going to determine how the rest of the season will go. But it's been fun to watch. I mean, they're putting the ball in play. They're making good plays. They're making smart plays. It's been really fun, competitive baseball these last 9 games, and they're doing it. You look at the lineup every night, and you're like, oh, this is the lineup that Chad Tracy put together, and somehow it's worked for 9 straight games.
Lauren, we got about 18 days until the trade deadline. So when you look into Lauren Campbell's crystal ball, does Craig Breslow buy? Is he selling? How aggressive do you think the Red Sox should be at this deadline?
I think, for me, I think that they should stick to the plan and sell. I think that if you look overall, look at this team and the makeup of this team, and what your plan is, for the future and for the long term. I still don't think, if this team somehow makes it into the postseason, I think it's a lot like last year. They're not going to get out of the wild card. I think that they're nothing more than a wild card team. And anything can happen once you get into the postseason. We see it every single year. But I just think if you're not going to go all in for some sort of big bat, which is what this team truly needs, then stick to the plan and sell, because you're looking long term, not short term. I know that they went into 2026 with high expectations, postseason aspirations again, getting past the wild card, and now it's like, are they even going to get into the postseason this year? So I think a lot's going to tell after the Rays series, but I think that they should stick to the plan, sell, and look toward the future in 2027 if there's a season, and then 2028, and just kind of build a World Series team, not just getting into the postseason team.
I completely agree with you. That's what we need to do. Our goal should be to win the division, win the pennant, and this team's not doing it. But the minute you say we're not paying Sonny Gray next year and trade him, there goes all of the morale in the clubhouse.
Well, exactly. And that's what you have to look at too. And Gray has to waive that no trade clause. And I know he said he'd be open to it, but you do have him. He's very important, like you said, to that morale, to the clubhouse, and to the younger kids too. To the younger kids on this team, he's been him and Ranger Suarez have been incredibly good this year, and that's an understatement. But Sonny Gray to do what he's done this year, and it does, when you look at him and they're like, okay, we're going to trade you. It's like, well, like you said, it's like, well, there goes everything. Like, why did we just do that? But looking like I said earlier, just like the long-term plan, if he's not part of it, if you're not going to pay him beyond next year or this year, it's like, well, let's at least get something for him. And same with Chapman too.
Lauren, we are up against it, but great stuff, and keep the faith. Where can people get more from you? MassLive.com, everything there, MassLive TikTok, and then my Twitter at Lauren. All right. We'll see what happens. This is going to be a crucial next stretch here for the Sox, and we'll have you back on. Hopefully things are still going as well. Yeah, fingers crossed. Awesome. Great stuff, Lauren. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys. All right, Tim's Plumbing. Mark your calendars for Saturday, August 8th, as Ricky Craven Speedway roars to life with the Tim's Plumbing 100, featuring the Darlings Pro Stock Series and $4,000 to the winner. It's one of the biggest nights of the season. Bring the family out and experience the excitement with Tim's Plumbing 100, Saturday, August 8th. All right. Want to say a big shout out and thank you to all our listeners. Let us know that we had a hot mic going on the break for a few minutes. That's okay. Tuesday... Wait, now it's Tuesday. Today, we don't know who's on today, right? No?
They've got a drive.
They do have a drive on today.
4 to 6.
4 to 6, and you got World Cup at 3. 2:45, Heroes is open, so jump on over to Heroes if you're looking for a place to go watch World Cup today. Takeaways, gentlemen. Takeaways, we're looking at it right now. That was a great World Cup game yesterday. Great game by Spain. Only 3 shots on goal from France. And interesting to finally hear someone say that they still think the Red Sox should sell at the deadline. May not be the popular move,
but it's probably the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, once again, thanks for calling. Yeah, no, I mean, not a career-ending move, luckily. We were on our best behavior.
That's right.
Don't follow Sully wherever he's going, please. Leave him and his family alone.
That's right. Yeah, no, it was great. I love the All-Star game. I love the home run derby. Unexpectedly, I didn't think I was going to care about either one. I didn't think I was going to watch either one, to be honest with you. I think Philly did it right. They did a great job. MLB did an outstanding job with it. It moved quickly with pace, and it's still the best All-Star game there is. So shout out MLB for that one. That is going to do it for us for today. Hope everybody has a great Wednesday. This has been the Morning Roast, 92.9 The Ticket, Maine Sports Leader.